I quit. I'm done. This is just too hard. Have you ever felt like that? We're going to talk about when you want to quit, when you're just done, when you just want to give up. And I know that I have felt like this a lot. I'm a blogger, I'm a wife, I'm a mom of 3, I run my own business, and I've been blogging for over 12 years. And there are many, many, many days when I have just wanted to quit, when I have just said, I'm done, this is too hard, this is too much. I bet you probably felt that in some area of your life too. Well, let's talk about 4 questions that you can ask yourself when you want to quit. These are questions that I ask myself that really help me to really discern, am I supposed to quit? Do I need to change something? Do I need to tweak something? Do I need to do something different? Do I need to walk away from something? Should I quit? Or am I just having a case of crazy brain? Number 1, what is my why? What is my why? Why am I doing what I'm doing? I really think it's important to know the why behind our whats. So for me, as a blogger, it's not just because, oh, I like to write or I think blogging is a cool idea. No, I want to impact lives. I want to encourage women. I want to inspire women to live with more passion and purpose. I want to help families get their finances in order. I want to help new bloggers make a part-time or a full-time income. So those are some of my whys. And when I go back to those whys, it helps me to get through those hard days. I know even just this morning I had a comment from someone on social media that was really discouraging to me, and it was so hurtful that truthfully I was having a hard morning and it made me want to cry. And I had to go back to my why and had to remember, you know what? There are people that are going to say hurtful things. There are people who are going to discourage you. There are people who are not going to like what you have to put out there. There are people who are not going to be supportive. But those are not really the people who I am out to serve and to bless and to impact and to inspire. The people who are just going to whine, who are just going to say, that won't work for me, the people who are just going to say discouraging comments back, those aren't who I am for. My why is to inspire and encourage and equip women who want to change their lives, who want to get up and do something, who don't want to just sit there and be spoon-fed. So remembering my why helps me on those days when I'm discouraged and when I want to quit or when I want to just give up and walk away. So number 1, what is my why? Number 2, am I doing what I love? So sometimes we are just chasing something or trying something or doing something because we think it's a good idea. Sometimes we might even think that we're really gonna like it. But when we get into it, we realize this is not really for me. But sometimes you have to jump out and try something. You have to dig in and do it before you know whether it's a good fit for you or not. So ask yourself, if you're feeling like quitting, am I doing what I love? You've got to be passionate about what you're doing if you want to be in it for the long haul. The more that you can line up your passion with your profession, that you can line up doing things that you love with how you're living your life, that the majority of how you're spending your day is doing things that you love, the more you're just going to plain love your life. So really try to focus on doing those things that you love, pursuing those things that you love. If you're not sure, get brave, jump out and try it. But on those days that you want to quit, ask yourself, am I doing what I love? Number 3, this is so important. Am I trying to chase after someone else's dream? Am I trying to chase after someone else's dream? You guys, I have so done this in my life. In fact, before I started Money Savvy Mom in 2007, I had this smaller mommy blog where I learned how to blog, where I learned all about blogging, and I met this other family while I was writing on that blog, who they had this cool site on saving money, and they were making $1,400 a month just off of Google ads on this site. And I saw what they were doing, and I thought, oh my goodness, I could totally do that. And I should totally do that, because we could really use $1,400, because we were living in a little basement apartment at that time, and we were just barely eking by. And so I put all this effort and all this time and all this work to try to start this site that was just like their site. And guess what? It completely flopped. When I put it out there to the world, I thought this was going to be the best thing ever. Crickets chirping. It was a flop, complete flop. Because I was trying to chase after someone else's dream. I was trying to be someone who I was not. I was not waiting and making sure that this was something that I loved, that I had a good why for doing what I was doing. I just thought, you know what, that's a great idea, and they're doing it and it's working for them, so I should totally do that too. That's not a really good reason to do anything. Make sure that you are chasing after your own dreams, that you are being you, that you are being uniquely how God has designed and created you to be, and using your own gifts and your own passions and your own talents. When I stepped out and started Money Saving Mom, that was my own fresh idea, helping people save money, sharing the deals, sharing the coupons. At that time, I didn't know anyone else who was doing it. And it ended up being the best thing ever. It turned into our family's full-time income. But it never would have got off the ground had I just spent all my time trying so hard to chase someone else's dream. I had to pursue my own dream, do my own thing, be who I was created to be, not try to be someone else. And that's where I found the passion and the excitement and the fulfillment. Number 4, am I seeing upward momentum? It's so easy to focus on everything that's going wrong. It's so easy to focus on all the things that are flapping, that are failing, and forget the good. Not see the good. Not focus on the upward momentum that is happening. So if you're feeling like quitting whatever it is in your life, stop and ask, where's the good here? What is good? Where's the progress? Where are the little wins and the successes? Let's make sure that we are focusing on those, that we are paying attention to those, and that we're not losing sight of those because some other things aren't working so well. As a business owner, someone who's been a business owner for over 12 years, I can tell you that there are ebbs and flows. And there are always some things that are doing really well and some things that are doing really poorly. And even now, there are some things right now. Just this morning, we were looking at some of our graphs and saying, you know, there's some really bad downward trends here. But I can point to a lot of other things where there's some great upward momentum and upward trends as well. And I think that it's easy to lose sight of that, and then we think, oh, I'm just failing. Everything's failing. Everything's terrible. Nothing's working. And we want to quit because of that. So make sure that you look for the little wins and that you celebrate those. Don't quit just because some things aren't working. Just because you fail at something does not mean that you're failing at everything. Failure is part of learning, it's part of the process, and it's how you end up succeeding. You gotta fail because you gotta know what doesn't work so that you can figure out what does work. So the next time you feel like quitting, I just want to challenge you to ask yourself these 4 questions. Number 1, what is my why? Why am I doing what I'm doing? Go back to that. Remind yourself of that. That might just be the shot in the arm that you need to keep going. Number 2, am I doing what I love? Make sure that as much as possible that you are pursuing things that you absolutely love and that you are following your own unique calling. Number 3 goes along with this. Am I trying to chase someone else's dream? Do not chase after other people's dream. Make sure that you are doing what you are uniquely gifted for. not pursuing something because it just looks like a good idea and it's working really well for someone else. And finally, number 4, am I seeing upward momentum? Make sure that you're celebrating the wins and not just focusing on the losses, because there are always going to be losses and there are always going to be wins. You need to be aware of the losses, but don't let them get you down so much that you can't celebrate the wins. Maybe you need to tweak something. Maybe you need to change something. Maybe you need to let go of something. Maybe you need to scrap what you're doing and start something new. I don't know. But whatever you need to do, I want to challenge you, do not quit. Do not quit. Because you guys, the world needs your gifts. The world needs your talents. The world needs your story. The world needs you.